instead of like a dance battle, is it like a drum battle where he plays like 30 seconds and then I play for 30 seconds, and then maybe there are some judges who score it, and then you get in the ring and you wrestle for a little bit, and then you come back and do another, like just rounds back and forth, and maybe that's how the winner is determined.
Everyone, Rick Ucchino here again for Sportskeeda Wrestling, and I am joined today by the reigning Intercontinental Champion, 11-time Tag Team Champion, 1/3 of the future Hall of Famers, the New Day, the powerhouse of positivity, Big E, joining me now to talk about WrestleMania 37 and so much more. Big E, how are we doing today, good sir?
I'm great, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. I'm looking forward to this. Obviously looking forward to WrestleMania. And I got to start right here with your match with Apollo for the Intercontinental Championship. And I got to ask, do you have any idea what, or have you been told what a Nigerian drum match is?
I should have known I would have gotten this many times. You know what? If I'm being honest, I don't know what a Nigerian drum match is. I don't know. But I can tell you this. I'm going to do some research. I'm going to reach out to some historians. I'm going to hit the Google machine very hard. I might have to learn on the fly because no one has explained this to me. I can assure you, though, I'm sure it'll be brutal. There'll be some violence, I'm sure. But, yeah, I wish I had some answers for you, but I'm plumb out right now.
I was going to say, like, in your mind, like, when you first heard that, what did you envision when you heard Nigerian drum match? Because I thought of, like right off the bat, like a mix between, like, a lumberjack match and Symphony of Destruction, where you have, like, the lumberjacks actually outside playing the drums throughout the match, and then, they can get involved if they so choose. What did you, like, envision when you first heard of that?
Oh, see, I also, that's a good bet, a lot better than my imagination, which was maybe some kind of, instead of like a dance battle, is it like a drum battle where he plays like 30 seconds, and then I play for 30 seconds, and then maybe there are some judges who score it, and then you get in the ring and you wrestle for a little bit, and then you come back and do another, like just rounds back and forth, and maybe that's how the winner is determined. But your idea seems a lot less convoluted than mine, so let's go with yours.
I was gonna say, isn't that a scene in Drumline? Like, wasn't that a scene in?
Yeah. I think I just stole that from Drumline. I think you're right.
Regardless of the exact rules of this match, it sounds like this is the type of match, and you alluded to this already, where you and Apollo can put the perfect finish on this rivalry, one that has gotten very personal over the last few weeks, and the serious Big E crowd have certainly seen that as of late. When you're saying you're going to go biblical on someone, man, I mean, that's some powerful stuff, and I've absolutely loved the build-up to this matchup.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is what people wanted, I suppose. All you people clamoring for me to be serious, and I try to tell people, like, just being serious for the sake of being serious never made sense to me. We have plenty of guys. We have 99% of the roster is serious. But if you take a set of heavy steel steps, and you try to drop them on me and end my career, I don't know what your intention was, but it wasn't good, then you're going to see a serious side of me. And, I think as a performer, I want to be layered, man. I want to be the same guy who can make you laugh uproariously one week, and then the next week I can show you an intensity that you weren't really ready for. So that's what I want to do. And that's, I will say, for my entire time being under contract with WWE, which is, August of 2009 was when I got signed. And I've been here ever since. This is the very first time, really, in a singles rivalry that I've had someone bring this kind of wrath and anger out of me, So he's a guy who I've always thought is extremely talented in ring, but never really got the same opportunities to show his stuff. And for me, iron sharpens iron. I don't want to be in the ring with someone that people don't care about, that has no momentum, that it clearly isn't up to my ability level. I want to be in the ring with the best, and I want to see guys step up their game. Like, if you're going to challenge for this title, bring me your very best, because my intention is to beat you at your very best. Beating you when you're in a lull or you're not really, things aren't clicking for you, that doesn't do much for me. But when you're clicking and when you're on all cylinders and you're bringing your best and I beat you, like, that's my goal. So that's where we're at right now.
Yeah, and I was going to say, you look at Apollo and, this character change that he's been on over the last few weeks. I mean, we are seeing a really aggressive and just angry and vicious side of Apollo that we haven't seen before. I mean, this matchup at WrestleMania, man, I mean, this is going to be intensity versus intensity. So, I mean, I'm assuming this is just going to be a drag-down fight.
Yeah, that's my goal, man. Like we might be putting the wrestling holds, the headlock. That I wouldn't expect much of that at all on Sunday, because that's the place that this rivalry has now gone to. It's going to be aggressive. It's going to be physical. I can promise you that. I might not know the rules of a Nigerian drum fight, but I can tell you there's going to be some aggression in there. So I can tell you that, and I look forward to that, man. As much as I love entertaining people and being jovial and fun, there's also a part of me that is I'm looking like if bloodlust is on your mind, then that's what I'm going to bring.
I'm sure you've been asked about fans being in attendance at WrestleMania a million times now. Obviously, this is going to be the first live audience in over a year. I'm sure the whole locker room is ecstatic about that. But is there any added pressure or nervousness after not being in front of a crowd for this long?
Man, there's no pressure. There's excitement, man. I think a lot of people ask at WrestleMania, like, are you nervous? Are you on edge at all? And it's kind of the opposite, man. I think the larger the crowd, the easier it is for me as a performer, because that's our goal, is to go out there and have a packed crowd who's cheering for you and is excited for you. Like those are the moments that where like a crowd can almost carry you, where you feel like, not that you're on autopilot, but like everything just flows more when you have a crowd there. And hopefully after a year, our hope is that they're screaming their heads off. They're as excited about it as we are, and so man, we're hyped. It's hard to believe that it's been over a year, but we're excited to get back to being in front of our fans. That's what we do. That's the crowd, the fans are sincerely, honestly, they're as important to making a great match as the performers in the ring. If the wrestlers in the ring are killing it and doing all the moves in the world, and the fans are sitting on their hands, I don't know how you call that a great match, if people aren't moved. But, the moments where people are losing their minds and there are two wrestlers in the ring and they're not even touching, they're just staring at each other and the place is erupting. Those are the magical moments that get replayed over and over and over again. Those crowd reactions, seeing people lose their minds for Daniel Bryan and the Yes Movement, seeing the eruption, people sending us videos of them crying when Kobe became a world champion.
Yeah.
That's what makes those special moments, is really those crowd reactions.
And you talk about special moments. I mean, this Sunday you're getting to perform in what is essentially your home field, Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay, so that has to have all the makings of a pretty special moment for you.
Yeah, man, that's huge. That's the same stadium I played my high school football all-star game in, 2003? This is my city. I'm born and raised here and still live here. So it's a dream, honestly. To be able to have WrestleMania at home is incredible. So I'm excited about that. And, I'll look back 10, 15, 30 years from now, and I'll still fondly remember being able to do this at home.
Now, you aren't the only member of the New Day competing at Mania this year. You'll be defending your Intercontinental Championship on Night 2 against Apollo Crews. But on Night 1, Kofi and Woods, they're defending the Raw Tag Team titles against AJ Styles and Omos. Now, I got to be honest, it just would not feel right. First event with fans in over a year, not hearing Big E grab that microphone to let those 25,000 fans know that the 11-time champs are on their way down to the ring. So is there any chance that we're going to hear the dulcet tones of Big E on Night 1 standing next to his New Day brothers?
Man, that's a great question. That's a great point. I watch those guys with pride. I love to be a part of, anything they do. I will always root for them, regardless of what they're doing. So yeah, I mean, there's definitely a possibility. I'm in town, so why not? But we'll see. That's why you watch the show. That's why you watch the show. So I don't want to divulge anything yet. So we shall see.
That, folks, is called a tease. That's what we in the business call a tease. Now, I'm not trying to be, overly negative or bring up bad vibes or anything, but you and Woods are both looking to finally break through this weekend. Shocking to me, neither one of you has won a match at WrestleMania in your Hall of Fame careers. You got the reverse Undertaker thing going here. Is that something that eats at you at all?
I didn't even realize that until you just said it. I was actually racking my brains. I guess you're right. I guess you are right.
I'm sorry to break the news. I'm so sorry to do that to you.
Yeah, that's actually hard to fathom. But yeah, you're completely right. I guess I gotta. Man, you kind of knocked me for a loop there. Yeah, I gotta change that. let's go with that. I got to find a way to change that.
Oh, that was not my intention. I am so sorry. But, here's a good thing. Speaking of streaks being broken, how did it feel to get some Royal Rumble eliminations this year?
Thank you. Finally. That's something I had never done before. And that was something I was actually well aware of. 0 eliminations in all the Royal Rumbles I had ever been in. So this year I had a few. I don't remember how many there were, but there were more than one. So there was, this is my best Rumble performances last year for sure. And it was also cool, man. I got opportunities. I've never been in the ring with Bobby Lashley. And when I got hired, even before I got hired, this is like, 2009, when I first stepped into the wrestling business, Bobby Lashley was a guy that I would watch and see, like, man, are there things that I can take from him or that I can learn from him? So I can't tell you how many times I watched, I think Bobby Lashley and Cena had a pay-per-view match that I watched a ton of times. What's Great American Bash? I don't remember the pay-per-view. Don't quote me. But anyways, I watched a lot of Bobby Lashley, and to be in the ring with him was pretty cool for me. Also, Christian, his big return to be in there. And kind of go toe-to-toe with Christian for a little bit. Actually, and the thing that I thought was cool was, and I had to be reminded of this, Christian's last match was a number 1 qualifier match that he won to face me. And unfortunately, he had issues with injuries and concussions, and thank God he's cleared now and ready to go. But, I was really hoping for, obviously, it's not really a possibility right now,
right?
But I was hoping to get an opportunity to run it back with Christian. But that Rumble, for many reasons, even though we didn't have it in front of fans, was a bit of a special one for me.